like a referee with a whistle. So like and share this episode. So tomorrow is the big, big day. Yes, tomorrow is the big, big day. Yep. Tomorrow is also a holiday over here in the USA as well. But also, tomorrow is something else special about tomorrow. And I'm going to get to that in a couple seconds. Something else about tomorrow that I've been waiting on for the past 3 months. And other people have been waiting on it as well, because I get emails every once in a while. I don't get a lot of emails, but I get a few. Yeah, I get a few, maybe 2 a week. Somebody will leave a comment here and there, something like that, over the past 3 months. So I respect that. You know, I respect that. Nothing wrong with that at all, you know. But over the this has been a pretty good summer so far. I haven't gotten out as much as I would liked, but if I look at some of the events that's been taking place so far, it's a pretty good summer. It's a pretty good summer so far. You know, people are networking, people are attending events, people are meeting people, doing deals, and all that good stuff. So, I like that aspect of this summer. So it's always a plus when a group of people with like minds can come together and make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. That's how it's supposed to be anyway. You're not supposed to just keep everything to yourself and kind of hide from everybody. And don't tell anybody what you're doing. It's like a big secret, something like that. You know, it's not supposed to be like that. They say the game is supposed to be sold, not told. So you're not supposed to keep all the big secrets to yourself and never tell anybody else. So smash that like button, hit that like button. So tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow is a big, 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 big day. And it's been some people that's been waiting on tomorrow for the past 3 months. Tomorrow, this is exclusive. Tomorrow, my brand new best-selling book comes out worldwide. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com, and anywhere else where books are sold. This is going to be online tomorrow. It's going to be, if you live in America, it's going to be on bookshelves tomorrow. Yes, sir. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. It's going to be out. Yes, sir. The Cockroach Marketer, the underground strategy for growing an audience, dominating social media, and becoming impossible to ignore. Yes, sir. We out here, baby, tomorrow. Finally. For the past 3 months, I've been coming on here doing these live videos. And I've been talking about this book for the past 3 months. And that takes discipline. For the past 3 months, I haven't skipped a week. I've been doing these live videos. And that's what this book is a lot about. Consistency. Doesn't matter what you do or what you're into or what you're trying to do, but you must be consistent. And you must have discipline. There's no success without discipline. I'm going to say that one more time. There's no success without discipline. It doesn't exist. You know, well, some people say, well, what if you rob somebody? Well, I ain't talking about robbing nobody, man. You know, I ain't talking about that. That's a whole different topic, or robbing and stealing. I ain't talking about that. I'm not living that life. So you got to go somewhere else with that. You know, but I just know how some people think. That's what somebody's going to say. What if you rob somebody? Hey, you don't got to be disciplined for that. You know. But yeah, tomorrow gonna finally be out. It's how many pages is this? How many pages is this now? 236 pages. 236 pages. And as you can see, that's me on the back with my hair out. Obviously, my hair don't look like that now. I cut it down a little bit. This is when I had braids. I took the braids out, and I took this picture. So, you know, that's that. So, you know, that's actually an old picture, really. You know, it's probably like, yeah, I'm gonna say 12 years ago. I took that picture. You know, what's up? What's up? Yeah, tell me where you from. Tell me where you from. Yeah, I took that picture like 12 years ago. I want to say probably a little longer than that. But I actually found that picture about 7 years ago. I found it. I took that picture on a one of those what they call those cameras? The Kodak cameras. Is life very tough? Sometimes it can be. You from India? Okay. Sometimes life can be tough for everybody. I mean, you're only human. Things happen. Sometimes you might have to make tough decisions in life. You know, that's just part of life, really. You know. But yeah. When I was I think this was like last month. Yeah, this is last month. You know, I've been looking at a lot of events going on since the summer and everything. And you know, the rapper Rick Ross, I have his book. Hold up. And I have the rapper Rick Ross. I have his book, right? And one thing I have to respect about him, regardless of how you feel about him as a rapper, I don't know him as a person. I mean, I seen him around when I lived in Atlanta, you know, while I was out and about, just like he was out and about. But one thing that I noticed about him, you know, he got a big ass house in Atlanta, bunch of cars, got a house in Miami, a house in Atlanta, and maybe a house in Texas somewhere or whatever. But he got a bunch of cars. But one thing I respect about Rick Ross is he turns everything into a cash machine. The cars he got, he'll rent them out. The house he got, he'll rent it out. He'll damn near rent anything out. He rented his house out a couple times for movies. So that's one thing I see different from him based on other people, other celebrities, other entertainers. Most people, I'm gonna say this, most people, not just entertainers. Most people are not gonna rent their house out. Not their house that they live. No. He has a mansion in Atlanta. He rent that shit out quite a few times. I think I forgot what movie Eddie Murphy did. He rented that out. I think he said $5 million. Something like that. Maybe more than that. But it was in the millions. He rented his house out for millions of dollars. I think for Coming to America. I think it was part 2, Coming to America, with Eddie Murphy. Yeah, he rented that out from his house out for millions of dollars on that movie, and a couple cars out as well. But he made millions of dollars from that. I don't see a lot of entertainers doing that. No. So he uses his cars, houses, damn near anything as an asset. And this is I have the same philosophy. He has a very creative mind. And that's what this book is about. That's what this book is about. It's all about being creative. It's all about taking your life into your own hands. That's the cockroach mentality. Taking your life into your own hands, regardless of the economy, regardless of the position you may be in. You know, there's more than one way to do anything. Damn near. The thing is, you just have to expand your mind, open your mind, and just kind of find different ways that probably no one has ever done before or even tried before. Instead of trying to stay in the box. See, most people want to stay in the box. You know what I'm saying? See, I want to get out the box. I want to see, okay, there's more than one way to do this. There's a front door, back door, side door, and then there's what's beneath the surface. You know what I'm saying? That's what this book is about. That's what it's about. You don't have to accept the norm, the status quo, to do anything. This is how I was this is why I never lose. You know, I never lose. Because I'm going to find ways to adapt, to mobilize and get around whatever the circumstance may be. Regardless of the laws and the politics and who's president and who's governor, who's mayor, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And this applies to all aspects of my life. Online, offline, etc. You know, but that's my mentality. And I wrote it down, I put it in a book. You know? And the reason why I think it's so important, because if you don't have millions of dollars to spend, you're going to have to be creative. Either you have millions of dollars to spend, or you're going to be creative. You're going to do podcasts, somebody else's podcast every once in a while. Or you might start your own podcast. Or you might start your own YouTube channel. Or you might start your own Instagram channel. Or LinkedIn account. If you don't want to do that, then you're going to have millions of dollars to spend. That's just reality. Because some people will say, oh, I don't want to be on social media. You don't have to. If you have money to spend, if you have millions of dollars to spend, you don't got to be on social media. I don't have millions of dollars to spend. So, this is the route that I took a long time ago. 20 years ago. And it works. It works. It still works. And the basics have never changed. Some people say, well, it's going to work forever. Yes. Yes. And that's the whole idea of me writing this book. I wanted to write about things that could last forever. So I don't have to go back and 5 years from now and do a revamp or update. No, it's still going to be the same. What's in this book is going to be the same. It's always going to work. The algorithm might change, yeah, but it's still the same. I'm not trying to beat the system or come out with do something illegal. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm trying to take what they already have online and use it to my best interest to get the results that I want. You know. Now some people say, well, how long it's going to take? I don't know how long it's going to take. But I know one thing, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up. Whether one person shows up, or 100 people show up, or 1,000 people show up, I'm not going to quit. Whether 2 people show up at my website a day, or 100 people show up at my website a day, or 1,000 people show up at my website a day, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to adapt. I'm going to make changes. And I'm going to keep moving forward like I've always done. Because I'm resilient. And I don't give up. And I'm always looking to get better. Because we could always get better. There's no finish line in life. You got to keep growing. Either you're growing or you're dying. That's it. You can't do both. You got to pick one. But I know that most people, especially online, they're going to quit. Most people are going to quit. That's just reality. And that's just not my opinion. That's what I've been seeing over the past 20 years. Most people, when they come online, they be, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I need somebody to tell me what to do. I need somebody to tell me how to make money. Oh, shit, I don't know how to tell you to make money. All I can do is take what you know how to do and create something around that, and hopefully it works. Is it guaranteed to work? No. There's no guarantees. No. Only thing that's guaranteed is that you're going to die one day. That's it. And anything else, there's no guarantees. No. I can help you to the best of my ability, set you up to succeed, but that still don't mean that you're going to win online. And some people will say, well, why is that? Because the game is not fair online. The game is rigged. You can have 10 people with a YouTube channel. I can give the same advice to everybody. Everybody's not going to succeed. It's just not going to happen. Because some people have a different personality. Some people look different, talk different, dress different. They're in a different location around the world. They speak a different language. Some might have an accent. And on and on and on and on. Somebody might look at their account, their channel one day and don't like it and shadow ban them. All kinds of things that could happen online. The game ain't fair. That's what I mean when I say the game is rigged. If you have 10 people and I give the same advice, everybody should succeed in a perfect world, but we don't live in a perfect world. And that's how it is. We got to do what we got to make the best of our time as long as we living on this planet. So it ain't nothing fair out here. No, No one can guarantee you that you're gonna have a successful YouTube channel. If anybody tells you, hey, I guarantee you, if I help you with a YouTube channel, you're gonna succeed, they're lying to you. If they say that, they're lying to you. Because I've had some YouTube channels that have flopped, didn't do nothing. I had some YouTube channels, I didn't even get 500 subscribers. I didn't get 500 subscribers on some of my YouTube channels I started. And then one channel I might have got 20,000 subscribers. And one of them I got, like on this channel, I got 3,000. One channel I got 20,000. The next channel I got 10,000. And another channel I didn't get 500. And I'm doing the same thing, same principles, same tactics, just a different topic, different channel, but I'm doing the same thing, but it still ain't working the same. I'm still not getting the same success on all those channels. And some people say, well, why not? I don't know. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. We don't live in a perfect world. It's like, I give you an example. This happened to me 2 weeks ago. Now, I run ads online. I run ads. I run ads all over the place. Google, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, right? Now, before your ads run, someone has to approve your ads, right? If you run ads before, you know how this go online. You set the ad up and you click submit. It gets submitted. Someone has to approve your ads, right? Now, most of the time, it gets approved, right? Now, a week or two might go by. All of a sudden, it gets rejected for some reason. Right? Now, if you be like, now, why is it getting rejected a week or 2 weeks later, but it didn't get rejected the first day? That doesn't make any sense. Right? That don't make no sense to me. It's the same website. I ain't changed nothing about the website a week or 2 weeks later. The only thing that changed is I'm getting a bunch of people coming to my website. And somebody, and these different people that check these ads and websites, somebody saw that I was getting a lot of traffic to my website, probably didn't like it, and said, okay, I'm going to reject this just because I feel like it. There's no logical reason to approve something one day and a week or two later reject it. Or disapprove it. There's no logical reason to do that. It's the same ad, same website. And this happens. It happens. It happened to me a couple times. More times than I can count. I did the same thing with a video. Video gets approved. Right? 2 weeks later, it's disapproved now. It's disapproved after I've gotten a bunch of views telling people about the video. So I'm like, well, how come it didn't get disapproved from day one? What's the difference? It's the same video, same ad. What's the problem? There is no problem. Some people are just haters. That's all it is. Some people just can't stand to see certain people be successful. So you have to know in advance, if you're trying to do something online, there's certain people that work for these companies or that you probably have to deal with. They don't want you to succeed. And that's part of the game. And I'm okay with that because we don't live in a perfect world. So I don't take it personal when my ad get disapproved for whatever reason all of a sudden. I mean, if it wasn't no good, if it ain't no good today, it shouldn't have been good 2 weeks ago. There's no logical reason for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is. We don't live in a perfect world. And I understand that. But like I said, I'm gonna find a way around it. Even if I have to go to another location, it's okay. That's how it is. Some people are just haters. Some people are just insecure. Because they can't do what I can do or what you can do. It is what it is, you know. But at the end of the day, we can be in more than one location online. That's the good news. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's all I got. And by the way, tomorrow is the big day. My book, best-selling book, is out. Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, online. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Smash that like button, share the video. Until next time, I'm out. And enjoy. If you live in the United States of America, enjoy your holiday on tomorrow and the weekend as well. And go get this while you're at it. I'm out.